Running Windows on a PC, especially if it's got low system resources, can be a bit of a headache. But since Windows is the default go-to operating system for millions around the world, people just install it anyway. In this video, we're going to talk about Linux, its advantages, and why you should prefer it to Windows, especially if you have a low-powered PC. If you're a developer or write code for just about anything, you already know why. However, Linux has now come far ahead of being a clunky command line operating system for geeks. The UI capabilities are just as good for the average person to be able to use just about any version of Linux without a problem. You need approximately 66% less RAM and 88% less system storage to run the latest version of Linux as compared to Windows 10. However, let's take a step back and talk about the things that really matter in an OS, beginning with privacy and security. Now, Microsoft has been trying to enhance privacy and security features in Windows 10 for quite some time, and while it has made considerable progress, it's nowhere close to Linux. These Linux distros don't collect any user data at all, and even if they do, they explicitly ask for your permission. Not to mention, Linux is very well protected against any viruses or malware of the sort that can cause a lot of headaches if you're running a Windows PC. And since Linux is free, you can save money not only on your antivirus subscription but also on your Windows license. Also, the lack of general popularity around Linux means that at least the script kiddies stay away from running amok distributing malware for Linux. Windows installations tend to get laggy over time, especially if your hardware isn't able to keep up with the type of work you're going to do on your machine. Some Windows updates might even render your hardware useless because of the lack of driver updates from the manufacturer's side that corresponds with the latest Windows update. After a while, there's a good chance you might want to reinstall Windows to speed up your system a bit. With Linux, you're not going to run into such problems. The OS is not going to bog down your computer with heavy caches or unnecessary files, and you don't really need to restart your system every time you install or uninstall a software. Gaming on Linux has also come a long way. A lot of popular games such as CSGO, Portal 2 and TF2 are available on Linux and run without any performance hiccups. Steam even launched a Linux-based distro called SteamOS dedicated towards gaming. Yes, the game library on Linux isn't as big as the one on Windows, but it will still cover pretty much all the popular titles, that's for sure. And new ones keep getting added to it every now and then, so you're pretty much sorted. Now, Windows generally only pushes updates when it encounters a problem that a lot of users are running into or when it rolls out a feature. This leaves a lot of people hanging if you're stuck with an issue that's from the side of your operating system. With Linux, you'll get software updates for bugs so minor you won't even know you had them. The community support is so good you'll forget what a customer care representative sounds like, not to mention the scams running around Microsoft's tech support, but that's for another video. Windows has only two versions of it running around, the Pro and the Home. Now compare that to the hundreds of Linux distributions and flavors that are out there. You want to turn your system into a hacking machine? Use Kali. You want to use a credit card sized computers? Use Raspbian. Want a regular system? Use Ubuntu or Linux Mint or Fedora or just about any of the dozens of cool options you want to pick. Now, sure, Windows 10 offers a few customizations to change the look and feel of your desktop, but Linux lets you change pretty much everything. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of pre-made themes available to download for just about every Linux distro out there that can totally revamp the look of your computer. Not to mention custom icons and a bunch of really cool tools such as Conky to display system information on the desktop itself. If you liked the video, consider subscribing, give us a thumbs up, press the bell icon and tell us in the comments below if you use Linux. If you want to know more about Linux or tech in general, visit our website Candid.Technology, follow us on social media, and we'll see you in the next video.